What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Let me first start off by saying, black men, we make a lot of mistakes in relationships, in everyday life, with our families. And I believe that none of us would be so stupid to believe that we don't. And especially when we're young men, we make the wrong decisions. And sometimes we wish that we could go back and fix them, especially when it comes to, an ex-wife or an ex-girlfriend. It doesn't feel good. But when you can't change things, it also hurts to be able to say or admit that I'm sorry. I messed up. I messed up a situation with a beautiful woman or a nice woman. Not saying that she isn't perfect, but I'm not going to put her imperfections out there, because as a man, I must stand and be responsible for what I did. This is what so many black men do, taking the high road, a lot of times exonerating a very imperfect mate, but you own up to your responsibilities. This is what Shaq did. Shaquille O'Neal is a very successful man. He'll go down as one of the greatest centers of all time. But you know what? With his ex-wife, now Shaunie Henderson, formerly Shaunie O'Neal, he messed up in the marriage. He cheated. He was doing his thing, right? And what did he do? He came out and he did something that most men probably would never do publicly. He owned his mistake. He said it was all his fault. He never once threw his wife under a goddamn bus, because that's remarkable, right? And I'm telling you, as black men, this is what happens. You're doing something that is remarkable. Now I bring you on to Shaunie O'Neal, who's trying to sell a very untalented book called Undefeated. And let me just say this, I don't know very much about Shaunie O'Neal, but I do know that she was a single mom when Shaq met her and he had a kid, but he was rich. She was, in my honest opinion, I don't want to call her a nobody, but no one knew about her. Her life would be significantly different had he not met her. No one would know about her. I don't really think Shaunie O'Neal does anything very spectacular. The one thing that he was able to give her was 4 kids, right? Not saying she's a bad woman, but Shaunie O'Neal's life would have been completely different now if it wasn't for this man. Not saying he's perfect, but that's the truth. What does she come out and tell People magazine in trying to push her book? She's trying to push her book, Undefeated, to get copies. Wanna know why? Because she can't sell it based on what she did. Because nobody really cares about Shaunie Henderson now, because she's not married to Shaq. Her current husband is Keon Henderson, who's a pastor, and the only time we really hear about him is if he's yelling at somebody in the choir stand to stop singing so loud. Shaq then moved on and clapped many other cheeks. He's still significantly rich without her. It ain't like she helped him get rich. So what does she say? Well, I'm not sure if I was ever really in love with Shaq. Looking back, 2002. That's interesting to share that memoir to the public. Shaq, who is a very respectful man, always taking the high road. I understand. I wouldn't have been in love with me either. Wishing you all the best. Heart, all love, Shaq. So here he is, either doing one or two things. He says, trust me, I get it. So either he's doing that, simping, or he's trying to help her sell more books. That has to be what it is. He's trying to throw her alley-oop, trying to help his ex-wife, who largely we all believe is untalented, to sell these books. It has to be that. But now let me talk about this whole love thing. This is important. Being in love or not loving. This is what women often tell me. I don't know if I was ever in love with you. When I used to hear a woman say something like that to me, I would be so hurt. I would be so distraught because she doesn't love me, or she's not in love with me anymore. Until I thought about it. And the thought came to this question. What is it that I get for a woman being in love with me? Now, I know that she gets this feeling of euphoria. I know that she feels good about the moment, but what tangible thing do I get? Or should we say, what tangible thing would Mr. Keon Henderson get, since obviously she's so in love now? I'll tell you what he gets. Not a goddamn thing. And that's the reality of what a lot of guys don't really want to talk about, is that somebody being in love with you doesn't benefit you a goddamn thing. What does their love do for you? Let me just say this. When it comes to loving someone, I love my mother like my mother loved me. Didn't really like me all the time. But you know what? When I was a kid and she didn't feel well, She had to get her ass up, go to work to take care of her son. Now my mother is older. I return the favor out of love. Love that makes you do something, okay? It changes somebody's life. Now, Shaquille O'Neal's already rich. She wanted to have the lifestyle of an NBA wife. You know, it helped her be able to even marry the guy she's dealing with now. So the fact that you don't love Shaq no more, has it stopped him? No. Who cares? Now, obviously, he got to play that role and, you know, for the corporate deals he has and do that. He can't really be honest. But hey, we know that woman has some imperfections, but he won't ever talk about it because this is what has. And look at all the Instagram messages. Oh, bro, you a real king for that. You know, just keep taking on the head. But no, that. Let's look at some of the messages. This lady says, "You married." Bill about the curse word. "You're married, moved on, and stopped talking about it. He's been acknowledged." Exactly. It's over. The guy set you up for life. He said he was sorry. Let's look at some more stuff. She never said she didn't love him. She said she was never in love with him. There was a big difference. How many of your parents were never in love? My mom was never in love with my dad, but she loved him. I would say your dad wouldn't get shit if your mom was in love with him. What else would he have gotten? I mean, he got some cheeks, right? Like a woman can say she's in love with you, you don't get anything. Here's what you need. Do you respect what I'm telling you to do? And as a man, when I'm asking you to do something, I don't give a damn if you're in love or not. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I used to be concerned about that, somebody being in love with me, until I figured out that I'm not getting what I'm looking for. I don't care. You don't even gotta like me, to be honest. Just like at work. You ain't gotta like your boss. You do gotta do the stuff, right? Long as you perform, hey, we ain't even gotta like each other. Be nice. Whether you in love with me, I don't care. Because I've had chicks who are so in love with me and disrespectful, can't follow instructions, don't listen, keep all that stuff, right? Your in love got to be equivalent to what my life is benefiting from. Your in love has to equal my life going to another level. If your in love equals my life not going to another level, keep your dusty ass in love. I don't want your funky ass kisses and all that. I don't care about that. Struggle hugs, putting your little crusty feet on me because you want to be all cozy and stuff. Get your feet off me. I don't know where your sandals been at any goddamn way, okay? And I told you to stop drinking. Coming over here with your breath smelling like Bacardi. But let's look at the next thing here. One thing I will say, he always admits where he went wrong every single time. To me, it just shows he truly a good man. No one is perfect. He needs to stop. Well, he's rich, so he got to do this. But if it was me, I would have listened. I would have been like, listen, 304, you better stop. Like, keep coming for me. I'm all right. You're gonna talk about your stank ass breath. I probably I'm just joking around, but I would be mad. No, I would never talk to you no more. You keep coming after me because I'm vindictive. This chick, she's probably can say that now because she is finally being properly loved. In that moment with Shaq, she assumed was she in love, but now is actually seeing what it is to be loved. Look, take your ass over there, boo. He ain't gonna get nothing from your ass, no way. All right? Trust me. What is that gonna bring? And I'm telling you, when ladies tell you guys that, look, I'm sorry I didn't make you in love. Go to the next dude. Listen, that dude's life is not gonna change for the better because she's in love with him, okay? She still ain't gonna listen to nothing he's talking about for the most part. Let's look at this last one. I love it when a man realizes he wasn't ish and doesn't gaslight the woman that he made suffer. See, she's trying to make him suffer if they're not just doing this on purpose. But the thing is, he ain't talking about what she did. Most men never do. They gotta just keep eating it. I'm Patty. I'm not eating nothing. I'm gonna say I'm sorry, but if you come for me, I'm gonna blast you. We're gonna talk about all the little, your little stank weave and all. Hold on, we're gonna talk about all your little dirty sandals you had at the beach and wherever you was at. I'm gonna get on you. You better leave me alone. All the little weave you used to beg for and stuff, and your little credit card declining for free stuff. We're gonna put it out there. You can't pay your cable bill. Keep playing in these streets. You're gonna find out. I'm not to be played with. I promise you I'm not. You better leave me I'm trying to tell you, because Jesus is not gonna be able to help you once I get through with these receipts. you better stop playing. And so I'm vindictive. I don't listen. I don't play. I don't do all that sorry stuff. No, you come after me, I don't care who you are, but take your ass on. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Shaquir Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Would you follow, subscribe to the bell? We're out.